going on, everybody? Just let everybody get in here. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? Drop a like down below as you head in, and let's get to it. We got a lot to get to, y'all. We got 11 games. We got a lot to get to. Let's let everybody get in here. As soon as everybody gets in, we'll start it up. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody is doing fantastic. We have 11 games on tap for tonight. Some what-if situations if certain guys misses that we have to make sure we touch on. So, yeah, let's get it. What's going on, Fred? What's up, bro? What's up, George? Or Jorge? Not sure how you say his name. What's going on, man? How's everybody doing, man? 14 people in here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going up. As soon as we get everybody in, we'll start. Mr. International, what's up, bro? What's going on, man? I'm good. I am good. Y'all ready to make some money tonight? Let's go blast cuts. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it. I've been grinding this slate all morning, man. It feels really, really, really good. Joseph, what's up, bro? How's everybody doing, man? Let everybody work their way in, and then we'll start answering questions. Jeffrey, thank you for the loyalty reward today, Brother Cam. No problem, Jeffrey. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm going to start doing that every week. At the end of the week, I'm going to choose a member who has been with us and who joined us for that week, and I'm going to reward them with some money depending on how many times we went throughout the week. So, like, if we have a huge week, you get more money. So, yeah. Juicy Slate. What's up, Frank? Yeah, man, I'm excited. Finishing up the workday with a little last-minute adjustments. I'll see what you switched up since the high five. Since the high five, not much has really changed. I mean, I'm still on the same players from the high five because I posted the high five later on in the day. I had more, knowledge on the slate, and I had already studied it for hours. So the high five is really up to date of what I'm liking right now. But we'll touch on some other things and answer everybody's questions and stuff like that. David, what's up, bro? How's everybody doing, man? Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you guys joining me as always. Same, Jeffrey. I am excited about this slate. There are some what-if situations, man. There's certain guys that I think are going to be sleepers if certain guys miss, and we'll touch on those guys that I like that could possibly go low owned and have big days. Does Highland 30 piece again tonight against the Mavs? So with Barton doubtful, yeah, Frank. I'm already on Joker regardless. With Barton doubtful, it obviously is going to add some to other people as well. Austin Rivers is probably going to get the start. The only issue there is he's a very small fantasy point per minute guy. He doesn't do much with his minutes. He has times where he might hit that 20, but it's very rare. So you can do worse than Austin Rivers, though, at bare min if he gets the start, which he should probably. Bones Highland is a guy who is a much better fantasy point per minute guy. That's going to be interesting today. He's going to be lower owned again, probably, because we've just got some really good value on this slate, man. Highland is solid. You know who I really wish they'd give more minutes to is Zeke Naji. Zeke Naji's been balling on limited minutes so far this year. I know he's been a little banged up. He hasn't been 100% healthy, but when he's been on the floor, his fantasy points per minute have been fire. So if they give him a bump in minutes or he somehow gets a start, like I'm jumping on him any moment that happens. I really like him. He's just projected not many minutes. He's only projected around 10 minutes or so that sucks. Highland, same situation, man. He's projected like 20 minutes. So with his projection, it's just, I don't know, man. It's tough. Hey, Cam, I lost in DFS, NFL DFS yesterday. A lot of money. Really, Dave? Where'd you go wrong, man? That sucks. Brogdon, GPP tonight. Nick's been absolutely smashed by last 5 to 6 point guards. Brogdon is interesting. GPP for sure. I haven't thought too much of Brogdon because there's so many options at the guard spot, man. So many options. Rivers caught an ankle a little bit last game. Rivers is a guy who's, like I said, he's going to get the start. He's going to be a bare min guy who's going to get some decent minutes. He's projected around 25 to 28. The problem is there's a good bit of value on this slate. Like, so you can just kind of pick and choose from the value. The problem with Rivers is he's just never been a guy who does much. With the time he does have on the floor, he doesn't really produce much, but he has those outlier games where he'll get you 25 or so. And that would be great to get that at his price. Horton Tucker's still projected minutes in a back-to-back. Horton Tucker's probably going to get about 25 minutes. He had a thumb issue. His issue was a thumb issue. I'm not expecting any issues on a back-to-back. He's probably going to be normal. Dinwiddie 50 to 60% owned with no Beal against the Pels. Yeah, Dinwiddie is obviously a fantastic option, man. He's going to be elite as long as Beal's off the floor. His price still isn't where, I'd start second-guessing him. I'd probably start second-guessing a little bit once he reaches 8K or so, but right now, Dinwiddie's still a good price. The only reason you're fading Dinwiddie is if you like one of these other point guards on the slate that we love. Like I talked about in the high five, that was one of the situations I was battling with because obviously Dinwiddie's a great play, but there's multiple guys who are getting bumps who are also great plays who are cheaper, and it just makes things a little difficult. But Dinwiddie, cash game is probably going to be high owned, probably take that free square. That way he can't kill you if he's super high owned, but you could also jump ahead of everyone if you fade Dinwiddie for like a Dennis Schroeder with no Jalen, or for a Ricky Rubio with all those Cleveland guys out. Dozier or Terrence Ross for sub 4K, already locked in that THT at a minimum 3K. Dozier or Terrence Ross? I like Terrence Ross if Suggs ends up missing. That's still a questionable situation right now, so probably Dozier. J. Mike was finding his shot last game. Not that I'm playing him, but his three ball is coming around. JaMychal Green is interesting. He's not popping too much for me still. I've adjusted him and everything with Barton out. He's just not really doing it for me still. AD against his home team tonight, and DeRozan going home. Levine went to UCLA. Caruso, Alonzo, Batten. Yeah, there's a lot of narratives in that game for sure. I like AD. Don't get me wrong. I just like Jokic way more. So we'll see if I can fit AD in or not. If you want to go AD, I understand though. I feel you. There are options at the power forward spot that I really like though. I'll tell you, I'll be very transparent with y'all. Y'all know I like to keep it real. I haven't had a ton of AD today. What is your NBA over under for prize picks? I don't really do prize picks like that, man. I was looking for a player around 5K in a forward position. Didn't like anyone. Your thoughts? Around 5K at forward? Let me see. Let me see who I got around 5K at forward. All right, my favorite around that, Aaron Gordon should get a little bump here for sure, obviously. You can still go Mikal Bridges, who's right there. Franz Wagner will get a little bump if Suggs misses. Yeah, but it's really slim pickings there. I'd rather go all the way down to Talen Horton-Tucker or, I don't know, spend up. I talked about Porzingis in the high five. I really like Porzingis tonight. He really pops for me. Kyle Kuzma, again, with no Beal, is a good play as well. So yeah, DeMar DeRozan. Somebody mentioned forward earlier for DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan's interesting. His price is pretty damn good. Thoughts on Monte Morris? I like Monte Morris. I'm fine on Monte. The only down part is roster construction and there being so many guards to consider. AD clumsy ass on a back-to-back is iffy though. He could get hurt and leave early. Yeah, and like I said, I'm being honest with you. Like I'm not bullshitting you. I have not had a ton of AD today. No need to pay up today. I believe 96 max. What do you mean 96 max? I feel a need to spend up for Jokic today. Miles Turner or CJ McCollum? Fanduel. CJ. With all the value, what do you think of running back Luka with Joker? It's an interesting strategy for sure. Point per dollar. If you're not wanting to spend up on two studs, then Porzingis running back Joker makes sense. Stewart popping for me. Let me see where I have Stewart. I do have Stewart adjusted. I have looked at him earlier. I have him projected right around 27.5. So yeah, he's at that 5K. He's at that 5X mark, and he's definitely in play. Trent Jr. and Powell play against each other after the player swap trade last year. Literally the exact same play. Yeah. I think Norman Powell is sneaky if Lillard misses again. I heard that Lillard was fighting to play in the last game, so I'm not thinking it's too bad of an issue, and he probably gets his way tonight and is allowed to play. So I'm expecting Lillard to play. So that kind of takes me off a lot of the Portland. Um, but I still like CJ McCollum on FanDuel. AD and Jokic so easy to fit in. If you can fit both, so be it. I haven't gone for two studs yet. But hey, we still got more time. I might change my mind. Who knows? Isaiah Stewart or Wagner? So where do I have Wagner? Let me see where I have Wagner projected. I have Isaiah Stewart ahead. He could have played last game, but they held him out. Exactly. So I'm thinking Lillard's going to play. So I'm not too interested in like Simons again and McCollum or Powell on DK at least. I'm kind of staying away from Portland today because I am expecting Lillard to be in. If Lillard misses, I'm going to be kind of annoyed because I'm going to wish I had those other guys, but I'm expecting him to play. Hoarder. Pay attention to Bogdan. Pay attention to Bogdan. He did play this last game, and he didn't have any setbacks, where at least it didn't seem like it. He played like 30-something minutes back, so he should be fine. Hoarder still got decent minutes with DeAndre Hunter out, so I understand it's okay, but he could have played last game already. Answered that. 80, Jokic, and bam. Let's go. Good luck, Dedrick. I need a cheap small forward on FanDuel. Let me switch over to FanDuel real quick. A cheap small forward. I got you. Cheap small forward. Are you worried about Caruso minutes and Kobe White back? I've considered it a little bit. My thing is I think Caruso still hits that really like 25 to 28 minute mark around there, even with Kobe White back, because Kobe White's got to work his way back in. You know what I mean? He has to work his way back in. He's not going to get regular minutes. I'm predicting like 15 minutes for Kobe White, so it's not going to adjust any. It's not going to affect too much. It's interesting to get off Caruso, though, if you think it could be an issue, because I think a lot of people are going Caruso today. So if you want to fade that, I understand it. Caruso's not like a lock by no means in my mind. So if he's getting forced into lineups by everybody, I can understand fading it. I am fading AD and playing Kyle Kuzma in GPP tournaments on DK. See that, and that's Dave. You make a good point, Dave. That's why I haven't had much AD, because there's good power forward spots that I really like today. That's made it kind of tough on that. How do you feel about Cole Anthony tonight? Is that Creed? Thank you for hitting me up on that. So I was looking at that actually before I started this live stream. And this is when I first started this live stream, I said I have a guy that I think is very sneaky, that we got to keep an eye on a situation. But if Suggs misses for Orlando, I'm all over Cole Anthony. If Suggs misses, I have Cole Anthony projected over 40 points. So he immediately starts popping heavy. If Suggs plays, I'm not so much on him. But if Suggs is out, I'm on Cole Anthony. So thank you for bringing him up, because I wanted to talk about him while we were in here. I do like Cole Anthony. Joe, what kind of question is that? Let me see. Jennifer Lawrence or Scarlett Johansson? Jennifer Lawrence or Scarlett Johansson? Both. Who you got for MVP, Star and Pro for the single game Bulls and Lakers? I have not looked at single game at all, man. Somebody asked about cheap small forward, right, on FanDuel? What price tag are you talking about? Just like a value at all? Taylor Horton Tucker, Kevin Hoarder. I'd be fine with either one. You like Bones with no Barton? Yeah, I talked about him earlier. I think Bones is fine. The only issue I have with that is he's projected around 20 minutes. I wish he was more minutes. That's all. Hoarder and Reddish. Prefer Hoarder. We're expecting Butler to miss again, right? What, Jimmy Butler? I think Jimmy's leaning towards probable, isn't he? I think Jimmy Butler's leaning more towards the probable side, but we'll see. Up and down game against the Magic. Bam, bam, bam against OKC. Bam Adebayo makes sense for sure, especially if Jimmy misses. I'm not sure. Let me look and see if there's any new news about Jimmy Butler, but I thought he was leaning towards playing. I'll let you know. I think if they start Caruso again, he sees 30 minutes. I think, yeah, it's kind of a matchup situation. I'm curious. I don't know. I'm a little worried that they won't start Caruso, because the matchup at power forward for him against AD is just ridiculous. Like, that's not going to happen. So I think matchup wise, I don't think it matches up very good. So I don't know if he starts, but if he does, of course, and if he doesn't, he's still going to get solid minutes. Trae Young dropping 70 tonight and breaking the slate. Hey, good luck, Chandler. I hope that happens for you. Let me see. fucking. Caruso will lock up AD for sure. Hell yeah. Blocking his shit every time he tries to go up. All right, let's see. I like the narrative situation with him for sure. Jimmy Butler's questionable. He's missed the last two. He was out, so that's good. Ahead of centers giving Utah only to be ruled out. Butler's able to play that shit. It's still a wait and see situation, man. It's still a wait and see on Jimmy Butler. Either way, I don't have a ton of Miami, to be honest with you. I don't have a ton of them. Duncan in the same position Patty was last night. Little or Simons? Little. I'm both of them kind of take a bump because Lillard's projecting to be back. Wood, I haven't thought of him too much, Andrew. Yeah, Patty Mills did ball out yesterday. I took some time and looked at him yesterday. You know, oh my god, what's that dude's name who screwed me last night? Johnson from Chicago. With Vooch out, he's been getting minutes and his fantasy points per minute, like he puts in work when he's on the floor. I thought, man, Elise was going to be solid value, man, and ended up getting a zip. Didn't even enter the rotation. My God. That was rough. It's not often that type of thing happens to me, man, but that shit, I thought I was getting slick taking Elise. I mean, like what, 30% of people took him, so I wasn't alone on it, but still, man. Still on Dinwiddie and Corey as point guard or moved off for someone else. Tony, it's one of those situations, man, that I like Dinwiddie. I think in cash games, he's going to be so popular, man. Like, I think he's going to be probably free square. And if it ends up being that way, then just fucking roll with it in cash games. And GPP, 100% would fade. Sorry. In GPP, I'm fine with fading. There's so many good guard options. And just pray Dinwiddie happens to have an average game. I kind of like Vanderbilt if Reed is out. If Reed is out, yeah, he's definitely going to get a bump for sure. We got to wait and see on that, obviously. We'll see how that goes. It is what Town's going to do on his birthday, Cam. That's interesting. Interesting. I don't really care about people on their birthdays, and Jokic's damn near locked in my mind right now. I'm waiting on Levine to have a monster night. He's due. I do like Levine. You know who I've been landing on more, though, has been DeRozan, because you can play him at forward. I love guards today, man. Alexander Walker, good value play, GPP. Alexander Walker, it's okay. With Ingram back, I'm off of him a little bit, but he's fine. DDR doing more than Levine so far. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan is the guy that I'm leaning towards right now. If I had to choose one, can you trust McGee to do what he did last night? No, he probably won't do what he did last night. But you got to kind of wait and see on the Ayton situation as well. Ayton's still questionable, so we don't really know about that spot either. So that's tough. Have you played the tiers? No, man. I focus on the main slates for Draftkings and kind of just put all my attention on that. Don't worry too much about anything else. Who was the guy who screwed me yesterday? That's what she. Oh, okay. Any thoughts about Aaron Gordon? Aaron Gordon, I like Aaron Gordon. I think he's a safe-ish option, especially with Will Barton off the floor. I think he's fine. Ingram's still on a minutes limit. I would imagine probably still a little bit. Is Jokic going to be chalky play for GPPs? I don't know. A lot of times GPPs, there's like, guys will be a lot lower than expected. So I don't think so. Maybe. But I'll tell you what, he's chalky for me. We think Luka repeats last night's performance. I like the idea of Jokic being ran back by Luka in GPP. Jokic or AD? Jokic. Not even for me, it's not even close. I'm finding a way to get Jokic. Not on 11 game slate. Go cheaper at center. Oh, David, mistake, my friend. It doesn't matter the size of the slate, David. It matters what kind of value you have. The size of the slate means nothing. The amount of value you have on the slate is what matters. Levine took 27 field goal attempts to 16. I like Levine for a ceiling game here. Levine's interesting. But Yeah, like I said, I'm citing DeRozan. I like too many guards today. Boucher is out for Toronto. Toronto's a team to pay attention to today because there's going to be some value opening up there if these guys end up popping out. Like if Van Vliet's out, Achille was out, Boucher's out, like there's going to be some value popping there. Problem is it's a 9 o'clock game, so we're probably not going to know much about that situation. No, I meant when he said, will Jokic be chalky? Oh, okay, I got you. Do you think Joker is in the winning lineup? Yes. Stewart at center. Stewart's fine option at center. I have him projected around 27.5 or so. That puts him over 5x. So, yeah, he's in play. No, I meant when he said, will Jokic. Oh, I already answered that. Okay, yeah, I got you. Is there enough value to get 2 studs tonight or no? I have not gone the 2-stud route yet, but probably so, yes. Joker going to another triple-double. He almost hit back, but got pulled for the blowout. Yeah, he was going to go for 80 if he didn't get pulled for a blowout. Favorite guards value. My favorite guard value. I got you. Favorite guard value today. All right, so Alex Caruso can be played at guard. Aaron Holiday can be played at guard. Talen Horton-Tucker, he can go at guard too, right? Talen Horton-Tucker can go at guard. Those are my 3 favorite value options there at that spot. You also, for GPPs, have Austin Rivers, who might start. Will probably starting. Guys like that. Do we just play McGee again and pray he doesn't get in foul trouble? I wouldn't chase. I'm not a guy I'm not going to chase that situation. At the end of the day, my calculations and everything, even if Ayton misses, I don't have a ton of McGee. Morant or Tatum for tonight? I side Tatum with Jaylen Brown being out. I know it's tough, man. Tatum just screwed me the other day, but I don't like to let that sway me. I know Morant's been balling, but Tatum's getting the bump with no Jaylen Brown. Thoughts on AD? I think AD is great. I think AD is a fine spend-up play. I just prefer Jokic. So if you're spending up for one guy, I prefer you to go Jokic and then go down from AD. You've got Kyle Kuzma. You've got Porzingis. What other forwards we got? DeRozan. I've already talked about all these guys. Let me see. What other forwards we got today that are just really solid, in my opinion? Anthony Edwards is back under 8K. Don't have a ton of interest, but still. If all these Toronto guys miss, Siakam's going to drop another 50. That's a guy to keep an eye on as well in that situation. OG will get a bump. I don't know. There's just good forwards today. You still like Aaron Holiday? Yes. Scared of blowout again with Dame out? If Dame misses, I'm thinking Dame plays though. Right now, in my mind, I'm expecting Lillard to play. We'll have to see. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Has any more new news come out? No. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I heard that he was fighting to play and he was fine. He could have possibly played last game, but they held him out precautionary wise because of a back-to-back. I think he plays today. That's what I'm expecting. What is your thoughts on JaVale McGee getting into foul trouble? I'm not ton on JaVale McGee. If everybody ends up going heavy JaVale McGee, I prefer to pivot off McGee and go Kaminsky again. Rank Dinwiddie, Rubio, Schroeder. Dinwiddie 1, Rubio, and Schroeder in that order, point per dollar. So Dinwiddie, Rubio, Schroeder. It's very, very close between Rubio and Schroeder. Let me see my projections real quick. Actually, I have Schroeder ahead of Rubio. So I have Dinwiddie, Schroeder, Rubio. I like those 3, though, but in that order. Dinwiddie, Schroeder, Rubio. Best power forward on DK, regardless of price. Kuz or DeRozan. Best power forward. Best power forward, regardless of price. Porzingis. I love Porzingis, point per dollar today. Kuz is fine. Lowry or Adebayo if Butler is out. Oh, man. Probably Adebayo with my roster construction. Kind of prefer go double center in that situation than spend up on a guard. Probably. I don't know. That's tough, though. Because I do like Cole Anthony as well. If Suggs ends up out, Cole Anthony could rock Atlanta's world tonight. Julius Randle. I have not done too much Julius today, but he is under 10K. He could hit the 5X for sure. Van cost me big money twice this year. Yeah, man. Trent or Powell? Probably Trent. Probably Trent. Because, like I said, I think Lillard plays. And with Lillard playing, that downgrades Powell for me in my mind. But with Trent, at least there's a good bit of guys questionable today. So even if they play, maybe they're limited. I don't know. But yeah, probably Trent. No Me Too love. Me Too. Let me see. All right. Me Too is fine. Yeah, I mean he's solid value today. He just doesn't beat out my other options. I have Taylor Horton Tucker projecting well ahead. Um, yeah, I haven't needed a value forward though, because I have value at guard. I haven't needed a ton at forward yet. Both on Fanduel to get contrarian. J Val, sorry y'all. Alex Caruso, Bones, or Aaron Holiday? Aaron Holiday, number one. I have. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go over my. I'm gonna go over my projections for all three, and we'll see. So Caruso, I have Caruso pretty high. I have Caruso at 28.3 today. I have Caruso at 28.3. Bones, Bones Highland, I believe I had at. I have him at like 18, 19. I don't have him super high because he's only predicted around 20 minutes. And then Aaron Holiday, I have at 23.7. So Caruso, Holiday, Bones. I was looking at DK Button FanDuel tat could work. I'm not sure what you're asking, Neil. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. 85 people in here. Drop a like down below if you haven't already, yo. Thank you guys for joining me. We got about 4 more minutes. Any questions y'all have? Let's get it. Other than Jokic, who are you tending to get at center? Nobody. No, I'm just kidding. At center. Okay. At center, outside of Jokic. People have mentioned Bam. If Jimmy ends up out, Bam's interesting. It is Karl Anthony Towns' birthday. So narrative, but I don't have a ton of exposure to it. If you want to save from Jokic, you probably save to AD if you need that money. Outside of that, there haven't been a ton of spots I'm going, man. I'm team Jokic all day, every day. Randall at center play with AD. Randall at center play with AD. What do you mean pairing those two up? You can. Holmes cooking tonight. Holmes. Let me look at Holmes. Man, I haven't really considered much of Rashawn Holmes tonight. The matchup's there. Not too bad of a matchup. I have him projected slightly over 32. So he barely hits 5 at not even. So no, he's not too much in play for me, but I got you, David. Mitchell Robinson or Bradley? Mitchell Robinson or Bradley? Let me see. I have Mitchell Robinson slightly over 20. And I have Bradley under 20. So Robinson. Siakam if Precious and Bush are out. 100%. I love Siakam if those guys are out. Nick's playing a lot through the guards. Randall stats way down. Damn, that sucks. That sucks because Randall's a baller. Jonas Valanciunas. Valanciunas been balling this year, man. And if you have plenty of Washington, run it back with Valanciunas is fine. With Ingram back, that is dropping his usage. But at 9-1, I mean, what? You need slightly over 45 for 5X? I think it's reachable for sure. AD, Jokic, and all the value. Yeah, if you want to go double stud and take the value, that's completely fine. Like I've said in this video, my favorite way to go right now is Jokic and then kind of balance the other studs and not go. I haven't gone 2 stud. I've gone single stud and then kind of balance a few and then value. Bradley is hot garbage. Yeah, unfortunately. What's up? You're putting the Christmas stuff up? Yeah. Ingram or DeRozan? DeRozan. Miles Turner at center tonight. Miles Turner. Let's see. No problem. Miles Turner, I do not have too much in play. I have him like slightly under 5X. What up, Cam? Cat B-Day narrative today. In GPP, if you want to take a shot at that, if you're making multiple lineups, if you want to take a shot at Cat's birthday game, then that's cool. But it ain't even Thanksgiving yet. Babe. Fred said it's not even Thanksgiving yet.
Huh?
Fred said it's not even Thanksgiving yet, though.
It's Christmas, and then you have one day for Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas afterwards.
Okay.
Why don't people don't understand that?
Yeah. I'm going to get it for you as soon as I'm done.
It's
I know.
everywhere
I
around
agree
the
with you.
world.
I agree with you.
That's how
Fred's
it
crazy.
works.
I'm on your team.
God, Fred.
God, Fred.
Don't you have the joy in
Come
you?
on, Fred. Find some joy, Fred. I'm on your side, baby.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know what he's talking about, man. I don't know how to mute that. I don't know how to turn it down. I have my phone turned down right now.
You need to.
Go in my settings. I got you. I'll do it.
Wiz wants to come in here with you. He won't stop.
Christmas after. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Harold A. Center thought if you don't play Jokic. That's interesting, Chandler, for sure. Yeah, if you want to drop down from Jokic and you want to kind of balance your line out, Harold is fine. I have Harold projected at about 33.5. So he's in play for me, yeah. Said that shit up. No, I'm not doing the decorating part. She'll do that. I'm just bringing it down from the attic. Of course, you're on her side. Don't want to sleep outside. Thoughts on Dozier? Yeah, I think Dozier's fine. Dozier's a solid option today, obviously, with Will Barton out. He's okay. Let me see what his updated projection is for today for me. I have Dozier. Oh, damn. My projection for him is not very good. I have him about 17. So that would not put Dozier too much in play. But I understand it. I'll say that. Trey Lyles on DK. Ooh, that's going too much today. What games are you targeting in the big picture? The big picture, my favorite, obviously Denver, Dallas. That's a big game that I'm getting exposure to. And then Lakers, Bulls. That's a good question. Is there a game with a super high total? Just answer that, right? Could we play all three, Dinwiddie, Rubio, Schroeder? Oh, you're losing on one of these value guys if you do, possibly. I haven't really had those three versions yet because Aaron Holiday's a guard too, and I really like him. So I haven't had the three spend ups. So you can though. For cash, might be pretty good. Allen's doubtful. Ooh, Jarrett Allen's doubtful. I can't wait to see who I'm on with that. All right, let's see. I'll tell y'all right now. Let me look into it. Jarrett Allen doubtful. That's nice. That's gonna be. We're gonna get some value here, y'all. So Cleveland is banged up, guys. I feel bad for them, man. They are banged up right now. Jeez, Harrow or Fox right now, without knowing about Jimmy Butler, Fox. Mobley's probably gonna be my main guy. Yeah, Mobley gets a huge bump here, y'all. So let me make an updated projection for y'all. Ready? I'm gonna do it live for y'all. I'm gonna give you an updated projection for Mobley real quick. One second. Let me get an updated projection for Mobley, y'all. One second. I'm updating a projection real quick. I have him over 40. I have him at 41.7. 41.7 for Mobley. 41.7. So, yes, he's in play. And that makes me possibly going double center tonight. Damn. Mobley is thin. Horford and or Williams may smash coming back the other way. Yeah, I mean, that's a bump to the other side on Boston as well, yes. But I lean Mobley with the bump to Allen. Like Harrell more than Monkey? No, Mobley. I like Mobley more than Harrell now. Said he got to start, right? What is that projected starting lineup now? Let me see if I can get an idea of that projected starting lineup with him out. It's just probably going to be. Let me see. I don't know yet. He might. When did that news come out? Just a minute ago. So with the updated news with Jared Allen doubtful, Mobley now jumps slightly over 41 projection for me. That puts him at, what's his price again? Mobley's price is 7.2, so you can do the math, I'm sure. That's over 5x. So he's a solid play for me. So yeah, no Jared Allen's going to be big for him. Just thinking out loud. Kuzma or Schroeder in the utility. Kuzma or Schroeder? Who do I have projected higher? I can just give it to you that way. I have Kuz right at 35. I have Kuzma at 35, and then I got Schroeder at 34. So Kuzma. Mobley has power forward center eligibility on DK, I think. Does he? Ooh, please tell me he does. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm excited to build the rest of the day, man. That just opens up the floodgates of perfection. You know what it does? It hurts my love for Porzingis is what it does, because I love Porzingis before y'all know that. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. I'm about to head out, but let's finish talking about this. I love Porzingis. Y'all know I've loved Porzingis in this live. Mobley probably takes the spot of Porzingis now. Not probably. He does. He does. So Mobley's my favorite at power forward. Taco season. Let me see. Taco season. They don't want to give Taco minutes. That's the problem. Garland, Kuzma, or Miles Turner straight up. Oh, you're asking me Garland, Kuzma, or Miles Turner? Kuzma. How was that? Zaxby's thinking of trying it today. Oh yeah, those wings were good. Those wings were good. That shit was good. Why not both in the lineup, Mobley and KP? You can. I mean, you can if you have that ability. Yeah, you probably can. That's an interesting way to go as well. I love both of those guys. And I prefer that route over spending up for AD, to be honest, especially with Mobley now entering the chat. Yeah. Drop a like down below if you haven't already. 89 people in here today, man. Thank you guys for joining me as always. It's a sexy slate we got tonight, man. Greenlightdfs.com. Join the squad. By the way, everybody in here, if you want to get in touch with me, here you go. My Twitter is, hold on. If you want to get in touch with me, my Twitter is at @cam_ATL. That is the best way to get in touch with me, or my website. You can hit me up there too. It just, greenlightdfs.com. Appreciate y'all joining me as always. Mo Bamba, I haven't had a ton of Bamba, especially now with, what's his name? Mobley entering, to becoming in a fantastic play. I don't know. Horton Tucker, yeah, Junior. Yeah, Horton Tucker is one of my favorite values on the slate today for sure. Horton Tucker is part of the reason why my love for Austin Rivers is kind of affected. Mobley or Dinwiddie with the injury news? If you had to choose one, I think I still have Dinwiddie. Let me see. Oh, I have Mobley projected higher. We'll see what happens. I have Mobley projected slightly higher though. Only like a point or so, but who's your favorite center on Fanduel? Ooh, let me check the prices of these guys over there real quick. I need to go, by the way. I need to get some Christmas stuff down for my girl before I get murdered. Mobley's 7.5. Jokic's 11.5. Yeah, I like Mobley a lot over there. Let me see. I got some last questions. I'm not seeing this Allen news. What do you guys have on Twitter or something? Basketball Monster. Basketballmonster.com. Love this live stream. Batum won me 31K last week. That's what's up, David. Mobley, Davidson, Porzingis, and same lineup. DK. Let's get it, Kerry. Hey, do what you do. Garland, 40 plus tonight. Garland's going to get a bump for sure. I'm about to actually, as soon as I get off this, I'm about to calculate Cleveland as a team right now with that news. But we'll see, man. It's going to be an exciting slate tonight, y'all. Greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. Appreciate y'all joining me as always. And let's get it tonight, man. Peace.